Okay, whoa, I was not expecting that to be that good. Let's get into it. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of a movie at FrightFest London, and it's called Strange Darling. Now, this movie has a couple of different air dates for it, and I've known some people who got to see like early screenings of it, like myself. I'm actually recording this many days before putting this out, just so I can keep it fresh in my brain, because I only had a specific amount of time to watch the movie in, and so I wanted to watch it right away. Well, it's directed by J.T. Molnar, who has done a few other films that I've never even seen. And he actually is getting help by Giovanni Ribisi, who this is his first cinematography credit, by the way, for this film. And what a damn good job. Also, this movie's entirely shot in 35mm film, so it looks fantastic. So what is Strange Darling all about anyway? It's about this guy and this girl who go on a one-night stand, and everything spirals into this serial killer's vicious murder spree. And that's all you're gonna need to know, because it's fantastic. This is a damn good film with a pretty surprising premise. This isn't the most original idea I've ever seen before, and I'm not trying to say that to put it down, because this movie does it better than anything that even comes close to it. But I get some familiarity to some things, but trust me, you're gonna enjoy this film either way, I think, because the way they shoot it, the way it's written, it is a pulp fiction style movie. And when I say Pulp Fiction, I don't mean it's like the movie Pulp Fiction. I mean the actual terminology, Pulp Fiction, meaning chapters out of order to tell a story. One of the first things that caught my eye about this movie is that it has Kyle Gallner in this film, who I really enjoy. I think he's a fantastic actor, really good at what he does. He is in a lot of films. You've probably seen his face in everything, just about. I watched a movie recently called The Passenger. I think last year is one of my top favorite films. One of the more unsettling films I've seen Kyle Gallner in. He's good in this film as well. But I'll tell you what, Willa Fitzgerald in this movie practically steals the freaking show. And the two of them together make a great pair, sort of. You'll find out. Man, when things go bananas in this movie, it goes bananas. It's super stylish. The music in this is like hauntingly good. There's moments in the film where it's like kind of overdoing it, like it's louder than the movie, and it's done for like a vibe and a feeling and sort of purposefully put in there to make you elicit some sort of vibe or feeling about it. And I personally love that in a movie. I'm okay with that. I think more movies should do it sometimes. Although, you know, not everybody's really good about picking the songs that work. And this movie definitely did. In fact, the movie goes along with some of the lyrics in the song, so it's like synonymous with it. It works together. But the performances in here are really good too, and it'll kind of take you on a ride expecting one thing and it'll change, and then you'll expect another thing and it'll change, and you'll just be kind of like on the roller coaster of Strange Darling, because it is one strange darling. Now, this movie is considering itself a dark romance thriller, but I think it's just as much horror as anything else. It's just done in a way that is thriller-rific, and the dark romance aspect of it is a little bit of a weird thing, but I guess it does make sense. It's really hard to talk about because I don't know what to say other than I really enjoyed this film. In fact, I would give it as much as an 8.5, like that. Some of my friends have said that this was like one of their favorite movies this year, and I can see why. And the only reason that I'm even kind of pulling back a little bit is because, to be a little critical of it, I have seen other movies that do relationship horror in a way that's similar to this, although this movie kind of does it very differently than I've seen other movies that do it, and it does it really well. So it's hard. It's kind of like a mix, a balance of things that you're going to want to kind of see for yourself to really understand what I mean by that. But I think if you can, go to the theater to check this out. Now, it is technically airing on the 24th, and it premiered in the US on the 23rd. So everybody's gonna have a nice taste of it. It's definitely a movie to go see in the theater. It's not like an artsy, super artsy film, but it has that element in it, and it's not boring in the least. It's not that slow paced. It definitely kept me very engaged throughout the entire film, and the way they jumble it up in that Pulp Fiction-y way really makes it just a fun ride. Bloody, visceral, intense, wackadoo, man. Highly recommend checking it out. It's definitely going on my list somewhere this year. And I've seen a couple of really good ones the past couple of days, so I'm hoping this is a trend and then I have too many to pick from by the end of the year. But let me know what you think of this movie. Are you a fan of anybody that's in the film? Or do you like these kind of films where it's like all over the place? I'll put all the links to everything down below about FrightFest and everything. So thanks for coming by. Thank you so much for allowing me to see it, FrightFest, and everybody who worked on Strange Darling. Hell of a job. I am super impressed. But yes, thank you so much. And as always, long live the void.